Okay. Now
So,
on to battle season. I get to go first. Wee. So this one was kind of impromptu, but the OC that I brought on this week for Good OC Part 2 is Golden Spirit by Lemon Lou. Um, their name is Golden Spirit. Their nicknames are Sun and Goldie, although they don't like that nickname. Their gender is female. They're a young adult, a Pegasus, and I believe their cutie mark, if I scroll down, is I think it's a hibiscus flower. Is
I think it is.
Yeah, I think that's the flower. Their talent is raising exotic flowers and plants. Her job is she owns a cafe with her boyfriend, and she resides in Hollow Shades in Beijing.
And that horse pun.
I don't know why everybody keeps whining about the horse puns when they make them in the show.
I know, but still.
So their bio is Golden Spirit is a rather extroverted mare. She likes to meet new people and enjoys the public in general. She is a very talented dancer, even though she won't admit it. Sun is very interested in history, legends, and stories overall. She doesn't really read much though, because uh, of her talent being more of a hobby than a job. She's decided to run a cafe in her current hometown of Baltimore. The cafe itself runs pretty good, but it can be a little stressful for Sun because she is the only waitress. Although she will still try to do her best. Even though Golden Spirit is naturally immune to almost all poison plants, she is still allergic to carrots. Most of most poisonous plants. What does that have to do with carrots, though? Oh well. Most of her friends call her Sun because of her optimistic personality. And the fact that she's the only person with her friends that has a warm, light-colored coat. Her boyfriend gave her the nickname Goldie instead, but she doesn't really like the name. But if it makes her boyfriend, Blue, happy, then she won't bother. Um, or yeah. So I think Blue's her boyfriend. Hold on. Oh well. It just says if it makes Blue, then she won't bother. So I don't know. Um, Sun grew up in Hollow Shades, a small town slash village in the middle of a large forest. Normally, the children in town aren't allowed to go deep into the forest because of the many poisonous plants that grow there. One day, a golden had a dare that's with some of her friends. A daring with some of her friends. The daring was to go into the forest and find a mysterious blue flower. When Golden went into the forest, she found out how beautiful it was and how many fascinating plants there were. Even though she didn't find the flower that she said they would, she would still return to the deep part of the forest and explore different plants. At the time, her favorites were special ranculus, not the hibiscus that she loved, and the Hawaiian counterpart of the beautiful flowers. Sadly, most of the time she only saw pictures of the second flower in a book, and in books and magazines, as they weren't growing in her region. On her birthday, however, her parents bought her some seeds of the flower in hopes that she would grow them, and even though they weren't supposed to, they did anyway. After a lot of experiments, she got them to plant outside without them dying. Something about how Golden had bred them made them resistant to different weather and sometimes cold temperature. It was this realization that brought on her cutie mark. Uh, Even so, Golden still wanted to visit Hawaii herself. Other facts are it takes her 1 hour to make her mane look fluffy because it's fluffy on there. She has a pretty loud voice and tends to start screaming when she gets interrupted. Me. Um, she really hates it when people talk shit. Golden doesn't really know why she's immune to poisonous plants, but believes it has some connection to her cutie mark. Due to her immunity towards poisonous plants, she doesn't get affected by the poison joke. She gets really serious when playing tabletop games. Without coffee, she looks like a zombie. She has a lot of energy, even though she's gets like a max of 7 hours of sleep, and she has quiet hooves and doesn't cause too much noise when she walks. And yeah, I'm sorry I'm butchering like all the things today. I just can't read. I can't English. What is speaking? What are words?
Just real quick, I like the fact that you got a second good OC. Thank you for
I got
joining
dragged
me.
into it and I really needed another OC, so I just grabbed the first one I saw.
Just like Yuri on Ice.
Oh my god, please.
But this is a really cute OC. I really want to get into the aesthetics because this is actually my aesthetic. And
You said that about the last one.
honestly, all of these OCs are my aesthetic. Like, just give me all of these OCs. Let me, hug them, let me hold them, and let me never let them go. They're all mine now. That's it. That's the end of this episode. Bye, guys. Well, no, yeah, she did a great job. But, I mean, like, there are mistakes that I know, like, that could just be lost in translation or whatever. Or maybe just, like, she forgot to finish the sentence in a specific way. But, like, it jumps around.
Oh yeah, I think, shit, this is Lemon? Lemon lives in Germany, so English probably isn't the best. I mean, the way she spelled some of it kind of hints to that, but otherwise she did a good job. I mean,
I mean, I'm okay with it. I still got the message. So, it's cute. I like the fact that she's, immune to poison, by the way.
I like how it might be connected to her cutie mark.
Yeah. I
Like,
believe it's...
I find that really interesting, like, because there's the idea that their cutie mark, their talent helps protect them from certain things.
Yeah.
Which, out of all the OCs, I think this is one of the few that actually brings that up. It's the only one I've seen so far. I mean, other than the grammar errors, I believe this is a nice story for... And I believe this is her pony Sona as well.
It doesn't mention it here, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful pony Sona.
Yeah, she uses it a lot, so unless I get proven wrong later.
She messages you all angry, like no, this is not my pony Sona.
She just comes
I can't
into the
believe
Ox chat like.
I love this OC. I like how it takes her an hour to get her hair like that because that's literally me. That's literally me.
Hold on, I gotta get my hair ready. Should probably get an hour early. Damn it. Do it in the car.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's really adorable. Okay, let's jump over to aesthetics because I know you're dying to do it.
Yeah, I am. I love, okay, first things first. I never thought I'd see an orange and a purple in this way. Because normally, I believe they actually work, like orange and purple together. But, I've never really been a fan of it. I never liked it. This is my life. This is that's a spicy meatball.
I think it's because it's such a soft orange, and a lot of people like to use abrasive orange.
Although, or they'll use a super saturated purple. It's it isn't balanced. Is the sense that I'm trying to get at. But this is perfect. It's so perfect. It's my world. I want to use these colors in something. I don't know what. They're beautiful. God bless. I like that she has a little tattoo on her ear.
You probably don't like the piercings, though.
I don't. That's my only negative on this OC. But for Lemon, I'm okay with it. I'll be okay with it. Just because this OC is actually really fucking cute.
It is really cute.
I don't believe maybe I blacked out or something, but was the little thing wrapped around her hoof explained?
No, I think it's just a thing she wears.
I'd like an explanation on that. It's cute, but I'd like an explanation on it. Also, on the flipped side, it's not on the other hoof, so I'm where'd it go?
I think I don't know. Maybe it's just the one side's the extra stuff. I don't know.
Nonetheless, I like the soft yellow for the body. I liked the orange and purple. I love the design for the cutie mark. The cutie mark is actually really cute. It's detailed, and I'm actually okay with this because it's beautiful to look at.
Oh yeah.
And I like the almost brownish orange going on. It would have been nice had it matched the mane,
Mm-hmm.
but like I'm okay with the
I think
brownish
it's
orange too.
slightly darker.
Yeah, that's why I said it's brownish orange.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the mane is it's a pastel
I
orange.
think if you had left it like the pastel orange, though, it would have blended into the coat a little bit too much.
You know what? I wouldn't be super. No, because
Even then,
maybe it's
if
just the
even
dark
then
line.
it's small on her flank. Unless you were to it up, you
Yeah,
wouldn't really notice the difference.
yeah.
It's nice. I mean, my only nitpick would probably be the eye color, but I don't really have too much of an issue with it. And I apologize if this OC has been reviewed before. I just
Yeah, it seems really familiar, and I wouldn't be surprised if we've reviewed it before. I just can't remember.
moving on then. We're gonna do Silver's
Moving,
OC.
moving on to my OC, which is adorable, and actually also my aesthetic, like every other OC that we've
Like
reviewed
every
today.
OC you ever review.
Yeah, Fallen Grace.
Oh, I think I've
This
seen this floating
OC.
around.
I've seen this OC several times, and like, I'm surprised no one has reviewed them.
It?
It's gender fluid, so.
Mm.
Okay, so getting into this. The name's Fallen Grace, nicknames Grace, Skylar, and Sky. Gender fluid, born a mare, uses he, she, they pronouns. Age, adult, species, Pegasus. They're slightly bigger than average. Extra info, right wing was injured as a filly and stopped growing. Cannot fly, but can barely hover. Personality, introverted, shy in big crowds, but very outgoing when around a few 4 to 5 people, ponies.
Mm.
Grace loves to make other ponies laugh and smile, and would do anything to help out a friend. Adores to cuddle and hang out with friends. Quirks, doesn't pronounce T's or R's in certain words, and swears a lot. Like me. So, we got that in common. Talent, being able to put all of herself into a character for LARPing. She likes to LARP about historical wars and sometimes fantasy scenarios. Cutie marks the cheers and jeers mask along with a red ribbon, and the black mask always is facing her flank. She lives in Vermont and special sun pony. She is in a long distance relationship with some pony in California.
Loud sigh.
I gotta recuperate. I can't believe I just read that. As a filly, Fallen Grace knew nothing but the farm. Harsh winters that meant yummy maple syrup in spring and fresh milk whenever they wanted. She would often ask her parents why so many ponies would come and visit the farm during autumn. Her mom explained to her that in Vermont the leaves were some of the prettiest in all of Northeast, which brought travelers up to visit. What?
Nothing.
Which brought travelers up to visit and see what they couldn't bring back home. The thought of people traveling miles and miles just to see some leaves baffled her as a filly, but as she got older, she had to agree. When she was just old enough to start working on her own, her parents had begun to fight about many things. She would escape into the woods or out with the cattle for escape. Out there, she could make up stories and pretend she was someone else. She would make her own swords out of sticks, put feathers in her mane, and pretend she was in a battle for the farm against robots or mutant ponies. One night during a blizzard, she heard distressed cries from a cow that had escaped the barn. She wasn't sure why her father wasn't going to take care of the lone cow, but decided it was best if she did it herself. As she corralled the cold heifer.
Heifer.
I don't know, I can't read
heifer.
English. Back towards the barn, the cow was suddenly startled and kicked a nearby tree. Before she could get away, Grace was pinned under the snow, one of her wings impaled on an icicle. She stayed out there in the blizzard for hours before the storm set aside. If it wasn't for her dog Ben, who came and snuggled up to her to keep her warm, she might not have lived. Due to the accident, she lost the ability to fly due to her wings' stunted growth, but this wouldn't stop her! Exclamation point. There was a big fight over whose fault it was that she got hurt, and her parents ended up living apart from each other. She didn't see her father much due to the fact that he found a new mare who had a colt and a filly of her own. She didn't blame him for not wanting to be around Mom, though. She could be a witch sometimes.
Oh boy.
I have to read it with the exclamation points. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make this funny. It's just I'm stupid. As she started school in her new hometown, she made a few friends who got her into drama, but drama wasn't really her thing, you see. For some reason, having a script to follow was no fun. She loved the drama and the scenes, but she wanted to be in it. She wanted to make up her own story as they went along. So she took up a thing called LARPing, or live action role playing. It was like no feeling she had ever had before. Being able to control and make your own character, being that character, and making their path for them is amazing.
I want to also point out that aside from LARPing, there's something called ad lib.
Yeah, but you can't do that in most plays. Okay, so, the story is pretty nice. It's a little generic in the sense that, like, because I've heard the guys mention this before with OCs that have, like, that are Pegasus and have a hurt wing.
Or a smaller
it's
wing.
It's very generic. And... yeah. Like, even I have an OC like that.
Yeah, you're, lightning speed. Yeah.
But, like, I'm still a sucker for an OC that has a story like this. I don't know. I've never heard of an OC getting their wing impaled by an ice cycle, so... I couldn't fucking hold it in. An icicle.
Please.
I'm sorry, XX Skylar. I love you and your OC. I just couldn't hold it in. I had to say it.
I did it earlier.
But yeah, I've never heard of an OC getting that kind of an injury, and like that was a little bit refreshing in the sense that like normally it's a birth defect or like when I say traumatic accident, I mean like, oh my god, you know, someone purposefully, you know, pushed them off a cliff or something. Yeah. Like, you never hear something like that. So I thought it was really nice. I like that she lives on a farm, because she doesn't look like she would live on a farm.
She looks like she was meant to be on stage.
I don't think she looks like she was meant to be on the stage.
She reminds me of a drama pony, though. So.
No, she looks like a hippie. I mean, not a hippie, a hipster.
She's like, she comes in, she's got her beret, she's got like a really she's got like a tank with a floppy sweater over top of it, was hanging off one shoulder.
That's actually how I dress. Are you making fun of me?
No, I mean, that's how, when I think of any kind of hipster, even, and then relate it to drama, that's just how I imagine them dressing.
I
mean, I'd wear that, so.
Enough about our fashion sense. I like the cutie mark because I've never seen a pony who likes LARPing. But yeah, like I'm a huge fan of LARPing. I've actually tried looking for the little groups that they usually have here in Florida, and like it's impossible because it's all zombie related, and I'm like, I'm not gonna survive that. Are you shitting me? Have you seen me? Like, I've never seen an OC who likes LARPing, and if I have, they're very forgettable because they're not coming to mind. And like, this is just a really, it's again, it's a little bit on the side when it comes to like generic things that I've heard like a million times over. But like, there are moments in this where it's like, oh, you know, I've never heard that before, or I've never seen this before. So it was pretty cool.
I like the story. I kind of feel like when you were reading like the bio, it's like I almost felt like the character had written it herself.
Yeah, it had like a very special touch of like realism in the sense that like it sounds like I'm reading a character like pretending to be a narrator and then narrating her own life.
Right? Because I got this feeling like someone was narrating this.
No, but I absolutely love characters like this, because this is a reason why I like Pinkie Pie. Because characters that see, like, you know, they'll take sad moments and, like, change it into something happy. And, like, that's how I view Pinkie Pie. And that's how I view this OC. Because, like, they'll use their cutie mark, or they'll use their talent to escape from all the shit things in life. Let's move on to aesthetics, because there really isn't much else to talk about the bio.
I'm not a huge fan of the piercings.
I am not either.
I mean, it's the pink one that's bothering me.
All of them bother
Just
me.
kind of, I mean, I can see where it's bothering you, but it's like that pink one is really bothering me. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be red, but if it was red, I would have preferred you to match it to the cutie mark color.
The inner part of the ribbon or the outer part?
Outer part.
Okay.
Because the inner part's a little dark.
I just don't like them. But, like, again, I get repetitive when it comes to this, so I'm not going to mention it.
Well, yeah, I think piercings on ponies are... I mean, I suffer from this. I have a few OCs that have them. But, it's like... I know this is Sana, so this might be for them specifically, but you don't always need to put, like, piercings in ears. I'm not saying you can't, it's just...
Like, it's a horse.
Mm-hmm.
But
again,
at
the same time, creative freedom, so...
Yeah, this is like us nitpicking.
It's just nitpicks, personal nitpicks. I don't really mind piercings as much as silver. It's just that when I see 3 of them stacked up on each other, it's getting to be a bit much.
Nonetheless, it's a pony sona, so like it's excusable.
Mm-hmm.
There's very few situations in where piercings are like okay with me, but like normally it's like I cringe at them because they remind me of myself, and it's like no, never again.
I only have 2 pierced ears. So. I don't think my Sona... Well, my Sona technically has pierced ears. She just doesn't wear any.
But yeah. Other than the piercings, like usual.
Do they have glasses? I see that on their sheet down there.
Yeah, but it's rarely. They rarely have it on.
I do it to make myself look smart.
Or their reading glasses. I don't like the yellow, that's like dusting their fetlocks.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that.
Like, I'm okay with the coat color being the off-white, and then, like, going on with, like, the golden-ish kind of hooves, but it's the color that's dusting the bottom of the fetlocks that's like, where did this come from?
Yeah, it's just slightly darker than the mane from what I'm...
I don't think it works like that. Because it looks like they've been running through, like, gold. I don't know how it would look if you had just blended it out. Like, just made it into, like, a pastel yellow and then blended it out. So it would look like a more off-white yellow. What? That didn't make sense. And a more off-white.
More off-white.
Like, crossing into yellow territory.
If you want to get there, then you get into the white or cream debate.
Yeah, we're
all
not
over again.
Katie, your
Let's not make this my son.
But anyway,
we still have that picture. I have that picture somewhere.
I also the little thingy on the butt, not the cutie mark, the splash of yellow on the butt.
The dappling on the.
It's a little close to the coat color. It's brighter than the coat. Not the coat. I'm sorry. The tail.
I was gonna
color.
say.
Katie, it's midnight for me, please. But it's a little close to the mane and tail color. So it's like, either I don't want to. Obviously, don't match them, but like make it a little brighter. Because like I'm actually fine with the yellow being on the ass. Like it's cute in my opinion.
Or if they made it a little bit more pastel to differentiate it, you know. Yeah.
When I say brighter, I meant pastel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you make it brighter, we're gonna slaughter you.
No, yeah. Like it's, which by the way reminds me, it's very hard to pull off yellow, and everyone that we've had on has pulled off yellow in like a beautiful way. Because yellow, you can easily mess it up and like.
Yeah, yellow's honestly my favorite color. Pastel yellow is my favorite color, and it's a hard color to work with. Work with. Yeah,
and the cutie mark is decent. I don't know how to fix it, because, like, it.
The red provides a nice contrast, and yet,
Yeah. Like, I don't know, because when you look at this OC with the cutie mark, it's like, I don't know, I get this, like, feeling where it's like it's not supposed to be there, but, like, it also makes sense. So I don't know if, like, there's a way to fix that. Because it's the red that really, like, brings me to the cutie mark, and that's, like, a good thing. You want people to notice the cutie mark.
You want people to notice their ass.
Yeah.
So, okay. We all done?
Yeah.
That was the OCs we brought on this week, and now we should go on to voting. And I'm not really sure how should we do this.
No. We can just have everyone win, because everyone was a good OC.
Okay, let's just pull up the first two that we did, which were Banana Milk and Sigil, and let's pick which one we liked more.
Shit.
We're either gonna get murdered.
In all honesty, I really can't pick, because they're both really good OCs. Banana Milk is simple and sweet and adorable, and Sigil is fucking awesome and cool, and, like, my small egged son.
I've been sent a note.
Katie, you pick first.
Because I don't want to be killed. I mean, I like both.
Don't base this off what Kikyo would want. Like,
yeah, I know. I don't want to be biased about this. I mean, I do like both, and both of them give me a really nice vibe. I'm trying to think. But I do enjoy Sigil's story more.
I do too. As much as I'm a sucker for simplicity's sake, but, like, Sigil is like, it's simple and then it's also complex. So Sigil wins Good OC Part 1?
Yep, Sigil wins Good OC, and then with our Good OC's Part 2.
That was Fallen Grace.
It was, yeah.
Golden Spirit.
Golden Spirit, and yeah.
I still like Fallen Grace.
I mean, okay, I like Golden Spirit, but I'm gonna have to go with Fallen Grace, because I really do enjoy this story for Fallen Grace. So, that means this week I won Good OC and Silver won Good OC Part 2.
No, just Good OC.
We both won.
We both won.
Hey.
Congratulations, Katie. Pat.
Congratulations, Silver. So, why don't you tell them where they can submit their OC to us?
Alrighty then. So you can submit your OCs on DeviantArt at eurocsucks.deviantart.com, our Twitter at eurocsucks. You can email us at eurocsuckspodcast@gmail.com, or you could submit via Ask or whatever on Tumblr at eurocsuckspodcast.tumblr.com. Also, I'm just gonna say it, but you should probably throw money at us, because, like, Patreon is a thing, and we have that.
And, like, we all want to go to
BronyCon. We can offer some pretty good stuff. Yeah, like, at this point, I'm paying for literally everything, and I'd rather not do that. Please help me.
Please help Silver. Get him out of debt.
Please. Please. No, just get us to BronyCon. I want to meet these people, and I want to do, like, a live episode, and I want to have fun, and I want to, like, help me fulfill my goal of shanking Kikyo in the kneecaps. So go donate to us.
I used to go to cons, and then I took a shank to the knee.
Yeah.
Oh, Skyrim. But yeah.
You do know that means, like, getting married,
right? Okay. Alright, guys, and we'll see you next time. And remember, your OC sucks.
OC first. Fuck the rainbow.